Welcome to Energy, Tarot Tea Astrology and all things metaphysical. Hi, I'm Leslie, the Metaphysical Crone, and what we're going to do now is a reading for the week commencing Monday the 30th of May. Can you believe it's almost the end of another month? Time just seems to be going so quickly at the moment. But let's take a look at the cards and tea coins, and maybe we might use the Astro Dice as well and see what this coming week holds for you. Remember, all readings are general, so only take what resonates for you and just let the rest go. And before we begin, just a reminder that we're still in Mercury retrograde at the moment. So this is a good time to review all past communications, review any contracts that you might be looking at the moment before you sign on the dotted line, just to make sure that everything is okay. So it is a good time to take stock and look back. But let's move into the reading for this coming week, Monday, 30th of May. Okay, so let's start with the Astro Dice and see what the overall energies are for the week. Now remember, when I'm using the Astro Dice, I'm using them for divination. I'm not using them to represent what is actually going on in the sky at the moment. So it's another divination tool. So let's see what we have. We have the planet Jupiter. We have it in the sign of Pisces and in the third house. So let me just bring that up so that you can see it a little more clearly. So that symbol that looks like a number 4 is Jupiter, and then the symbol on the red die is Pisces, and we have the number 3 representing the third house. So the upcoming energy for the week commencing Monday the 30th of May is going to be one of expansiveness, of being out there, about expanding one's horizons, expanding one's boundaries, because Jupiter is a planet of good fortune. It's known as the great benefic in traditional astrology. And so it's an outward energy. It's an expansive energy. It's an energy of generosity. It's an energy of seeking and exploring. And being in the sign of Pisces, this is exploring more our spiritual nature. It can be a sign of with no boundaries. So I feel that everything is going to be very outward, very expansive, and it's going to come into that third house area, which is the house of thinking, learning, communication, and also short travel, short distance travel. So I feel that this coming week, the energy is about putting yourself out there, being out there, not worrying too much about boundaries, particularly when it comes to what you think and what you communicate and what you're learning and what you're doing. And it is a very, very positive energy. One thing you need to be aware of when we have an energy that has sort of not a lot of boundaries attached to it, and also it's a passive energy as well, we've got to be aware that we don't lose touch with reality, that we do stay grounded, because with that Pisces energy and that Jupiter expansiveness, we kind of can get lost in our own head and our own thoughts. So it is important for this coming week that whilst we've got all this wonderful good fortune and expansive energy around communication and short trips, we need to stay grounded, stay in the here and now, stay present. Now let's have a look at some cards for the week. I'm just going to bring this down to the bottom of my screen so it's still in view. And let's shuffle the deck. So I'm using a Rider-Waite Smith deck. This is the Neo Rider Shadow deck. It's also known, I believe, as Soul Sparkle. And we're going to do a card for each day. So let's have a look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What do the cards have to say? Just fix that up. Where are you, Pisces? I've lost you. There you are. So Jupiter, Pisces, third house. And for Monday, the energy for Monday is about about not making decisions on Monday. Monday's not a day to be making any big decisions or any big judgments, because we have that judgment card reverse. Let me bring that up so it's a little more clear. So it's also a day not for calling people out on their actions or what they're saying or what they're thinking, because this is kind of like, you know, the call out card when it's upright. So Monday is going to be a much more internal day in regard to our dealings with other people. And as I said at the beginning of the video, with Mercury retrograde, it is about being careful about the decisions that we make while we're in this retrograde period. It is about crossing the T's and dotting the I's rather than just jumping in with both feet. Now let's add a crystal to this and see what the energy is for Monday in terms of crystals. And this is a crystal called rhodonite. So you can see it's it's a dark pink crystal, and it also has black in it. So when it comes to Monday, the energy is also about coming from your heart space. And with that Pisces energy in terms of our divination, that is quite easy to do. It is easy to come from the heart because Pisces has the energy of mutable water. And so just be aware of your emotions and your passions in regard to how you feel emotionally. Important to stay really, really grounded. Now let's add a T coin to this. And the T coin we have is the butterfly. So the energy for Monday is about not calling people out, not making big decisions, really reviewing, crossing T's and dotting I's to make sure any decision or anything that you want to do, that you've got all the facts, all the information, and that it is accurate. And then that is going to allow you to transform. Butterflies coming out of the cocoon is a common thing we see with butterflies. And also about, you know, you spreading your wings as well. But you've got to do it carefully and bit by bit. But I feel the opportunity is there on Monday for things to start to change and transform for you. Now let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. So Tuesday is a day for not letting anything be taken away from you. Don't let anyone take anything away from you. It's also a day of you holding on to what is yours, holding on to what you need to keep. I would also say, because swords are about thinking, planning, communication, all of the sort of logical left brain stuff, it's a day to keep your ideas to yourself. It is a time to let them just sort of stew inside yourself without talking to people about it, without being too open about it. Keeping things close to yourself is really important. Let's add a crystal for Tuesday. And we have the rose quartz heart. So once again, we've got another emotional day where emotions might get in the way of our thinking processes. But because we've got this rose quartz heart here, I feel that you need to temper your communications, come from the heart, not just from the head. But it is about keeping your thoughts and ideas a little close to your chest, but doing it in a loving way. You don't have to do it in a defensive way. You can just do it in a quiet way where you're just not ready to talk about that yet. It's kind of in process, that kind of feeling. Now let's add a T coin to this and see what we've got. And we've got the hourglass. And this is saying to me, the time is not quite right yet for whatever it is that you're cooking up in that mind of yours to put it out there. You need to bide your time. Be patient. Don't rush in. Really important for Tuesday. Now let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Now, pentacles are about the physical things, the material things. So it's our possessions, money, our everyday work, the things that we do every day. And so the fact that this is upside down is saying to me that you just need to be a little bit careful with money on Wednesday. I've tried to avoid those impulse buys of letting money sort of like just fall through your fingers, so to speak, because we've got the hand upside down here, and it's almost like it's holding the money down so it doesn't go anywhere, or the money is going to drop. So being a little bit careful about your expenditure, maybe just double checking your budget on Wednesday is a good way to go. Another thing that I feel about this is that Wednesday will be the time to take the idea from Tuesday that you've been patiently waiting on, and just in a small way to start making it happen, to start taking a little bit of action on it. Not a big announcement, not a big thing, but just take the first step. Let's add a crystal and see what we have. And the crystal we have here is charoite. This is a beautiful purple crystal. Now, charoite to me represents being of service. So Wednesday is a day of, how can you do little things to help someone else? How can you lend a little supporting hand in a very practical way to help someone else? Also with charoite, because it's a purple colour, I equate that to the third eye and also to the crown chakras in terms of our spirituality and energy. So I feel that it's almost like you're going to be divinely inspired to take some small actions, maybe based on this idea that you've been developing since Monday, and holding into yourself, slowly starting to take action. But it is about being there for others as well. It doesn't have to be a big thing, just in small supportive ways. It could be something as simple as listening to someone. Let's add a tea coin there and see what we have. And the tea coin we have is the baby's pram. So this is saying that it's a day for starting something new. It's a day to start that new process, that new idea, whatever it is that you've got in mind, that you've had to just be patient with on Tuesday. It is the day to get started with it, but in a small way. As I said before, it's not about making a big thing happen. It's about taking the first step. Looking at Thursday. Thursday, we have the Three of Wands reversed. So again, Thursday is going to be more of a day of taking action. And I feel that you're going to be more inspired on Thursday. You're going to be really motivated. Your energy is going to come up. Instead of having to wait for something to happen, it's a day where you want to make it happen. And you're going to have the energy and inspiration to do that. Know that you've still got work to do. It's not done. It's only just beginning, as we saw on Wednesday. So again, it's about looking to see what are the first steps. What are the first steps that you can put into action that began on Wednesday, and you can continue taking steps on Thursday. And let's look at the crystal. And we've got the clear quartz sphere. A little mini crystal ball, so to speak. And so this mini crystal ball of clear quartz is saying Thursday is a day for clarity and focus in how you take action. Be very clear about the steps that you need to take, and not just sort of, go willy-nilly. Have a plan. Tuesday, taking the time to plan things out so that you can start to do small things on Wednesday, and then with clarity and focus, really start to move it forward on Thursday. And a tea coin here. And we have the cross. Let's have a look at what the cross means in this regard. I kind of feel that it's a step of faith for you in some ways, because the cross can represent our beliefs, our faith. And it is about you having faith in taking these steps moving forward with clarity and focus. Don't let self-doubt get in the way. Friday, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. And so Friday is saying that you don't have to defend yourself unnecessarily. You may feel that you have to be on the back foot defending yourself, but you don't. If you're clear and focused and have faith and taking further steps on Thursday, you won't be defending anything. That clear quartz doesn't want to stay there, does it? There we go. So Friday for you is don't feel you have to defend your actions to anyone. This is about you standing your ground and continuing to move forward. And let's have a look at a crystal. And the crystal we have here, this is Rainbow Moonstone. I don't know if I can get the rainbow to flash, but there is little rainbows in here that doesn't always show up on camera. And so this is about trusting your intuition. You know, this is about trusting your intuition. And with that Pisces energy that we have, with our divination, with the Astro Dice, it is really tuning into the psychic aspects of yourself, your intuition, expanding that out, and then getting the ideas, the inspiration on Friday that you can put into action without feeling the need to justify what it is that you're doing. And let's add a T coin there. And we have the anchor. So it's about stability. You know, I feel Friday is going to be a strong and stable day for you if you don't let other people get in the way and you trust your intuition. You need to be strong, you need to stay grounded. And remember, I said at the beginning about with Jupiter in Pisces in the 3rd house, you can kind of get lost in your own head. You can be kind of spacey. And so it is important to stay grounded in practical reality on Friday without losing your intuition. Let's look at Saturday. Saturday, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. And so Saturday isn't going to be a day of new beginnings. It's not going to be a day of starting any new ideas or putting them into play or any big new plans. It's about really honing in on what you've already been doing. We've got the sword coming down through the crown, and it is about staying focused on what you were planning at the beginning of the week, how you started putting it into action in order to see it through to the end so that it's successful. Let's add a crystal here. And we've got another little rose quartz tumble this time. So I feel that it's about nurturing. Saturday is about being a little more nurturing. We've got the rose quartz over here. We've got the pink rhodonite over here. So there's starting the week with a lot of heart energy. And so I feel moving into the weekend, you need to bring that heart energy back because everything sort of is about getting practical. It's about, taking the initiative. It's about grounding yourself. But now it's coming back to the heart, staying focused from the heart space. Let's add a T coin. And we have the tornado. On the surface, the tornado seems like a pretty nasty kind of T coin, a nasty image, but it is about clearing out. I feel a little bit of clearing out is required to stay on track. You need to maybe mix things up a little bit, but being nurturing. You don't have to do it in a harsh way. Whilst this appears harsh, it is about coming from the heart while you do it, staying on track to reach your end goal while clearing out what is no longer necessary. And then Sunday we have the 3 of Swords reversed. When we look at this card, we really see the swords through the heart. So we immediately go to heartbreak. The fact that this card is upside down means it's a little less sad, a little less distressing than if it was upright. But remember, this is a swords card. So what you need to look at is on Sunday, other people's opinions or your own thoughts, your own negative self-talk or negativity from others. Don't let that get you down. Stay strong in your heart. Don't allow yourself to succumb to what I call the rainy day here, where your emotions just really get cut. It's really important for you to stay strong. I'm not saying you ignore this, but I'm saying is that you can react to it. You don't have to react to it. in a way that pulls you down deeper into a dark hole. You can look at it from a realistic perspective and say, okay, Sunday's not looking like such a good day. I'm going to feel down in the dumps perhaps. Maybe someone's going to say something to me that's hurtful. Maybe I'm going to say something to myself that is hurtful to me without me even realizing it, and it's going to make me feel sad. It's going to make me feel down. Know that you can take control and change your reaction. Let's add a crystal and see what crystal might support you on this day. And we've got Dragonstone. So this is about you standing in your own power. Don't let your own negative self-talk or other people's imposition on you negatively take away your power. We all have days when we're down. We all have days when we feel emotionally hurt. So be aware, though, that we have the strength to come through it and come out the other side. Let's choose a tea coin for Sunday. And we've got the Mountain. The Mountain represents blockages. It can represent sort of, it's a tough climb, and Sunday will be a bit of a tough day for you. So it is about drawing on that dragon energy, drawing on your inner strength to be able to get through it. And remember, the thing with a mountain is that you can always work your way around it, or you can take on the challenge and climb over the top and get to the pinnacle. That is your choice for Sunday, how you will react to this. Now, because I hate finishing the week on a bit of a negative, I think I might just draw a card for the following Monday, just to see how the energy is looking once you get through Sunday. So let me just shuffle the cards again and draw one more card. I'm a firm believer in finishing on a positive note. And remember, any tarot reading is about potential and probability. If we know ahead of time how the energy might be, then we're in a better position to change what we can do earlier in the week to perhaps prevent this completely or minimize its effects. Looking at the following Monday, there's going to be starting to be a small emotional improvement. With that Ace of Cups reversed, it's not a big new beginning emotionally, but there is opportunity for you to let go of the negativity from Sunday, to let it drain out of the cup so that you can refill it in a positive way, a positive emotional start to the following week, not letting one day colour the beginning of your next week. And for that Monday, let's add a crystal and see what we have. And we have the Lava Stone. Now, this is fire energy. You know, lava is created from the volcano and it is fire energy. It is absorbing and it is also protective. So for you, it is about protecting your emotions a little bit, maybe not being so open. Remember, we have Pisces energy with Jupiter in that third house where everything is open in terms of the divination for the week. And so it is about our thinking processes. So don't let your negative thinking get in the way, and think about what you can do just to armor yourself a little bit emotionally. You know, you don't have to be so vulnerable as you start the next week, though you might feel it after Sunday. And a tea coin for that following Monday, we've got the Castle. The Castle represents public things, being out in public. It represents big organizations. It represents being out there. But for me, a castle is also a fortress. A castle always has a moat. It always is a fortress as well as a castle. So this is about you being strong. It is about being strong in yourself, protecting yourself, setting up a protective energy, not from a way of blocking people, but just protecting yourself from your own vulnerability. I do hope this reading has been of help. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope Sunday, hope you can turn that Sunday around into something really positive. Until next time, many blessings to you.